So today, lads, we're going to be talking about Sydney Colson, and she went on to Aaliyah Boston's podcast today and talked about the kind of negativity that she received from being a part of the Indiana Fever. And we all kind of know that that's something that is happening. We all know that that's something that's happening with all these players. Is like they're just not in any way happy as long as they have to publicly hate the Fever. And the only way you can get back into these people's good graces is by pulling a Dewana Bonner. By just not playing for the Fever anymore, it doesn't matter. You have to pull a Dewana Bonner. Otherwise, no, they'll hate you. But anyway, let's take a listen to Sid Colson.
Knew coming into this season is, but once people started talking, once I was here and experiencing it, like, people had a lot to say. There was a lot of negativity coming my way, and I just looked at it like, you know, I'm not used to this. Typically, I'm the person that people are just like, oh, we love Sid, that's funny, blah blah blah. Some people be like, not funny, and I'm like, they don't have a sense of humor. But like, for the most part, for the most part, people have liked me and have admired me from the outside, but that's never made me do the things I do. Like, I do the things that I do because I enjoy my teammates.
I stand by this. Like, I think she just wanted to play for the Fever. I think she legitimately thought that she was going to enjoy playing for the Fever. She liked Kelsey Mitchell. And I think her and Caitlin Clark are very similar as people. As humans. Like, and I think that the way probably her relationship with Kelsey Mitchell, I wouldn't be surprised if they have had a conversation about Caitlin and Kelsey's probably like, yeah, you will get on really well. Like, I'm fully convinced that she wanted to go to Indy because she wanted to go to Indy. And I think she had probably loved her season in Indy.
It's because I like comedy, because I like whatever I'm doing, not for other people's approval. So once I got here and was experiencing people's disapproval, it didn't really faze me because I still understood. I think I understood even more so that this is definitely a part of my plan. When people get to not liking you for no reason, I'm probably exactly where I need to be. So once the
I love that. When people are making sure it's very, very clear it's for no reason.
exactly where I need to be. So once the injury happened, I'm like, once again, this is something that I don't fully get, but this must be where I need to be, sidelined. And it made me an even more vocal leader. It made me pay attention to things maybe that I wasn't paying attention to that other people had going on. So I could be more tapped into if they're having a hard time and I need to come over here and help them out, whether it's mental, physical, whatever. I had to get outside of me. And that was the lesson that I learned in this. I hope it's the one that God wanted me to learn, but yeah, it was just one of those things that nobody wants that to happen.
And like, that's one of the things where it's like she actually went and said it. She actually went and said it that for the first time in her career, people hated her just to hate her. They had no reason to, but they just hated her. And good mentality to have, basically being like, well, if they hate you for no reason, you're doing something right. Big statement comes to herself. Are people actually going to start believing what the players are saying about the Fever? I'm not used to this when people dislike you for no reason. And I'm convinced players disliked her. Sid being blunt, respect, true vet the Fever needed. They threw hate towards a woman just because she signed with the Fever and need to be ashamed for herself. Yeah, of course they did. They called her that. Yep, they did. She's funnier and smarter than everybody. Guess that spells Fever players don't get hate narrative. Nope, they get more hate than everybody else, and everybody knows that. They also get more love than everybody else. Everybody knows that. I think if you're gonna say the Indiana Fever players don't get more love and more hate than everybody else at the same time, you're just objectively you're just intentionally being naive. You are intentionally being naive if you don't think they get both. They get the most hate, they get the most love. It's like playing for the Lakers. If you are on the team, In any sport, if you are on a team, you can't get everything. If you are, let's just say, if you were expected to be the best player in the world, you are going to get judged like you're the best player in the world. And that is a fact. You are going to get criticized, you are going to get judged like you are the best player in the world if you are the best player in the world. If you are not the best player in the world, you don't get judged like that. If you are great, you get judged differently. If you're great, you get guarded differently in basketball. You get or you become the starter, you become the like top of their game plan. Like you get everything is different when you are the player. When you are the player, everything in basketball becomes different. Just like if you are on the team. And let's be real, the team. That is the Indiana Fever. That is absolutely the Indiana Fever. They are the team in the WNBA. And I don't think... Look, that's the thing where it's like... And people all took Lexi Hustings, oh, you just want teams not to try against you. But it's like, no. Like, when you know there's going to be 2 million people watching your game, and you don't believe... And I don't... By the way, I don't believe these teams thought the Indiana Fever... respected the Indiana Fever. I think they thought they were going to walk over the Indiana Fever. And that's why they won so many games. Because we saw it when teams showed the Indiana Fever, especially without Caitlin Clark. When teams showed the Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark the respect they deserved, they beat them. When teams just thought they were going to walk in and kill the Indiana Fever, they lost. And you've now got Colson to say it, and they're going to turn on Sid Colson. They all hate Lexi Hull already. They all like... I didn't even know certain things. Like, I'm learning new slurs for white people every single day. I'm genuinely learning new slurs for white people every single day in the looking at the WNBA community. And like, I came from 2K. That was supposed to have been the actual like worst community ever. And the WNBA, like, it's getting to the stage where I'm actually learning new slurs for Irish. I'm getting hit with new slurs for Irish people that I didn't know existed. That I'm looking at and don't know what the hell they're calling me, and I copy it in to Google, and it's like a slur for an Irish person. I'm like, I actually don't even know what this word is. And seeing all this mad stuff. That's the thing when you're these players, like, you actually have to just get off social media. Or you do this on Twitter. You hit, instead of for you hit following. That's what you have to do. Realistically, that's probably the easiest way. You can dodge social media stuff. You can. I'm obviously absolutely not in the stratosphere as being as popular as these people, so I obviously don't see it. And I would always say it. There is no reason for any player to look at social media the day after a game. I know a lot of them do. There is no reason. Even if you have a good game, genuinely, even if you go and have a good game, you are you're kind of screwed. You're kind of screwed in the court of public opinion. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys.